Hello everybody, how are you today? Well, let's study with teacher Jack again. And today we are going to study Unit 21, Time. Again, if you are ready to study, please say yes. Okay, let's start. Please take a look at this presentation, Unit 21, Time. Number 1, look at the clock and read. So I want all of you to understand this picture. In English, it is called the clock. The clock. So the clock can tell you the time, right, everybody? The clock can tell you the time. What is it? It is a clock. So everybody, I want all of you to repeat with me. What is it? It is a clock. What is it? It is a clock. Okay, everybody. So a clock can tell us about the time. So let's take a look at the first sentence. A clock has 12 numbers. A clock has 12 numbers. So start from number 1, right, everybody? So I want all of you to count from number 1 to number 12 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So a clock has 12 numbers. A clock has one shorthand. A clock has one longhand. I want all of you to pay attention to this word, shorthand. So do you know what does the word shorthand means, everybody? Do you know what the word shorthand means? Shorthand is like this. So normally the clock has two hands, right, everybody? Shorthand and longhand. So if we talk about shorthand, yeah, this is a shorthand. So if we talk about shorthand, it tells us about the hours. So it tells us about the hours. But if we talk about the longhand, it tells us about the minutes. If we talk about the longhand, it tells us about the minutes. Okay, the longhand shows the minutes. The shorthand shows the hours. As I have mentioned before, the longhand on 12 means o'clock. The longhand on 12 means o'clock. The shorthand tells what hour o'clock. The shorthand tells what hour o'clock. This clock shows 3 o'clock. This clock shows 3 o'clock. Okay, so I make sure that all of you may understand about how to take the time, right? If we talk about shorthand, it tells us about the hour. But if it talks about longhand, it tells us about the minutes, right? So I want all of you to open to the next page. We're going to do the exercise about the clock. So look at the clock and answer the questions. Number 1, how many numbers are there on the clock? How many numbers are there on the clock? So we have already studied from the previous page by everybody that the clocks has 12 numbers, right? So we can answer like this. There are 12 numbers on the clock. There are 12 numbers on the clock. When they ask you how many, so you have to know that you need to answer with number because they start asking you with how many. So we need to answer with the numbers. Like this, there are 12 numbers on the clock. Next, how many hands are there on the clock? How many hands are there on the clock? Again, they start asking you with how many. So you need to answer with the numbers. Like this, we can answer like this. There are 2 hands on the clock. There are 2 hands on the clock. Okay. So next question, what does the shorthand show? What does the shorthand show? It shows the hours. It shows the hours. Okay. What does the longhand show? What does the longhand show? It shows the minutes. It shows the minutes. Now we have already studied about the shorthand and the longhand, right, everybody? If we talk about the shorthand over here like this, the shorthand will tell us about the hour. But if it tells us about the longhand, then it tells us about the minutes. So the last question, what time is it? Now what time is it? So you have to take a look at the clock over here. So right now it is 8 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock. We can write a sentence like this. After we finish doing this exercise, please open to the next page. Look at the clocks and write the time in verbs. So look at the clocks and write the time in verbs. So you need to take a look at the picture. What time is it? And after that, you need to write the time in verbs in the blank space over here. Please take a look at the first clock. You can see that the shorthand, the shorthand shows 6 hours, right, everybody? While the longhand shows us 12, right? So right now it is 6 o'clock. So we need to write number 6 in verbs like this. S-I-X. It is 6 o'clock. Next, please take a look at the next picture. You can see that the shorthand points at number 1, while the longhand points at number 12. And then they ask you some question. What time is it? So you need to answer, it is 1 o'clock. It is 1 o'clock. So you need to write 1 in verb. O-N-E. It is 1 o'clock. Next picture. You can see that the shorthand points at number 8, while the longhand points at number 12. And then they ask you some question. What time is it? So we can answer like this. It is 8 o'clock. So we need to spell number 8. E-I-G-H-T. It is 8 o'clock. Like this. Okay, next question. Everybody, please take a look at this picture. You can see that the shorthand points at number 10, while the longhand points at number 12. And then they ask you some question. What time is it? So we can answer like this. It is 10 o'clock. So we need to write number 10 in word like this. T-E-N. Next picture. You can see that the shorthand points at number 4, while the longhand points at number 12. And then they ask you some question. What time is it? So we can answer like this. It is 4 o'clock. So we need to spell number 4 in word. F-O-U-R. It is 4 o'clock. Okay, everybody, after we finish doing this exercise, we're going to do more exercise. Exercise number 4. Read what time it is and draw it on the clock. So you need to draw. You need to draw the shorthand and the longhand on the clock. So you need to read the answer first. What time is it? It is 7 o'clock. So they tell you that right now it is 7 o'clock. So you need to draw shorthand, point at number 7, like this. And after that, you need to draw the longhand point at number 12, like this. Because right now it is 7 o'clock. Okay, next question. What time is it? It is 11 o'clock. So you need to draw the shorthand pointing at number 11, while you need to draw the longhand pointing at number 12, like this, because right now it is 11 o'clock. Next, it is 4 o'clock. Of course, you need to draw the shorthand pointing at number 4, and you need to draw the longhand pointing at number 12, like this, because they tell us that it is 4 o'clock. And the last picture, what time is it? It is 6 o'clock. So you need to draw a shorthand pointing at number 6, and you need to draw the longhand pointing at number 12. Because right now it is 6 o'clock. Okay, everybody, this is the end of my presentation. Hope you enjoyed, and today thank you so much for paying attention to my class. Have a nice day. Bye bye.